Can you see how frayed that is? So that is another indication of how you can tell if you need a trim. Hey guys, Karen from Curl House, and do you know what time it is? You guessed it, it is time for me to get a trim. So how do you know when it's time to get a trim? I'm gonna give you two things that you can do to your hair so you can determine if it's time for you to get a trim. One thing, when it's time for me to get a trim, I will feel the ends of my hair. And the ends of my hair, some ends, not all over, I start to feel these little knots right at the end. They feel like little balls. So if you start feeling around on your hair and if you feel little balls at the ends of your hair, those balls are shed hair that come out, and because the ends of your hair or the ends of my hair are split, they tend to attach to the end of the hair because it's split and it attaches to it. So that's one way that you can determine when it's time to get a trim. The second thing that you can do is take a piece of your hair and two-strand twist it. When you get to the end of the two-strand twist, can you see that? Right at the end, you should be able to see that the hair right at the end starts to thin out a little bit. So the twist is not even from the top to the bottom. That's a very good indication that it's time to get a trim. Generally speaking, I recommend people get trims every 3 to 4 months on average. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to wash my hair, blow dry it out. I'll let you know what it looks like before I get it trimmed. Then I'll head over to the hair salon so that you can see what it looks like afterwards. All right, here we go. Hair has been washed and blow dried straight. So I am going to get my ends trimmed, but I'm not going to flat iron it. You do not have to get your hair flat ironed in order to get a trim. But I do want to show you what the ends look like. So you can see how my hair looks, everything looks nice and dark, nice and dark, nice and dark. And then when you come right down here to the ends, can you see how frayed that is? So that is another indication of how you can tell if you need a trim. Trimming ends actually helps you to retain length, because if you don't trim off those frazzled, split, frayed ends, guess what happens? They continue to split higher up the hair shaft. So for those of you who are trying to grow your hair and who are afraid of trims, I need you to get in the habit of getting a trim regularly. It's going to actually help you to retain the length that you grow. Okay, so I will see you soon. All right, I am in the salon getting my trim. So even as a hairstylist, I still cannot trim my own hair. So I encourage you, go to the professional to get your hair trimmed if you can. All right, Danita, what are you doing?
Just giving you a light trim.
Okay.
Getting some of these ends off that are causing snags and little.
How bad are they?
Raggy.
Are they horrible?
They're not horrible. Actually, you're here right on time. Generally, we recommend like 3 to 4 months.
Yep, that's exactly what I recommend.
Okay, great. And
so I'm right on schedule.
Yeah, right on schedule, so that we're not cutting a ton off. We're quite literally just trimming the end.
Okay, can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, yep, that's right.
And so yeah.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. All right, ladies, so trim is all done. Here are the before and after pictures. You can see that my ends look and feel fabulous. So I hope these tips encourage you to get to your nearest salon and get your ends trimmed. And until we talk again, stay fabulous.